starts now.
And we're back on Up North for your daily dose of Northwood's news, weather, and fun. Today we welcome a local wildlife rehabilitator and his feathery friend. Then we're moving out to Nicolet College to check out a Veterans Day display. We'll get to all of that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. The gun deer season starts later this month, and the DNR is warning hunters to avoid ash trees for deer stands. The emerald ash borer is making its way across the state. It's that bug in the bottom right corner, and these bugs are fatal to ash trees. Affected trees can unexpectedly drop large branches, especially under the weight of an occupied deer stand. Falls from tree stands are still the leading cause for serious injury for hunters. Mill Bill 2.0 passed the Forestry Committee, but it may be too little too late. It is now headed to the full Wisconsin Assembly, but the problem is that the state Senate is heading to recess on Thursday and will not return until January. With nothing on the schedule, it seems very unlikely that Mill Bill 2.0 would pass until January, putting both the Wisconsin Rapids and Park Falls mills in precarious positions. The Park Falls mill is scheduled to be liquidated soon. The United County Board passed the 2022 budget this morning. No cuts were made from the 2021 budget. One notable item was the continuation of the UW Extension program. Also, the new lines for County Board Supervisor districts were approved. The County Board also created a task force for managing Airbnbs in the area. We're going to have more on that on Newswatch 12 at 5. A New Zealand couple unearthed a record-breaking potato in size and maybe ugliness too. Let's take a look. Colin and Donna Craig Brown dug up a 17-pound potato, though. Looks more like an alien or like a baby or something to me. It's become something of a celebrity in New Zealand. They've named their potato Doug after the way they found it when they dug it up. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now. Not quite a potato farming expert. He's a weather expert, though. He joins us now. How are you doing?
It looks like a baby to you, Is that what you said?
Something like that.
All right, looking outside now here in Minocqua. What a gorgeous day, but temperatures took a step back, as you know, with highs basically in the 50s today, replaced the 60s we had yesterday, and even colder air is on the way. But right now, here we go. It's 49 in Rhinelander, 51 for Leona. We'll take it. Still above the average, which is 43 this time of year, the record high being 77, record low being 6, and the sun will set shortly at 4:34. All right, here we go. So the cold air is kind of with us now, right? This is the cooler stuff, but that's the cold stuff right there. It's at our doorstep beginning tomorrow and sweeps through the area later Thursday with a storm system on Thursday into Friday. That's going to tug down some much colder temperatures behind it, changing some rain showers over to some snow showers on Friday, and a couple of us could be seeing grassy surfaces, maybe an inch or two of snow on Friday. And then look what happens. It keeps kind of reinforcing itself into the weekend and into next week. So overall, a nice cold stretch is on the way. We're due. We live in northern Wisconsin. We've been spoiled, as you know, but things are about to change temperature-wise around here. So graphically, it looks something like this. So 49 forecast high tomorrow, 48 for us on Thursday. Then, there's that reinforcing shot of cold air. Getting in here on Friday, high temperatures in the 30s, and we stay there Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So we're going from well above average to well below average in temperatures after this weekend. All right, so this is the jet stream at River of Air, about 30,000 feet up. It steers weather currents across the nation and across the world. And look what's going to happen here. So here's a jet coming in, Pacific Northwest, and it's going to form a trough and a ridge. When they do this, storms like to form right in here, and we're going to get our first whopper of a storm beginning later Thursday into Friday. We'll be on the warm side of that one, which means mostly rainfall for us, but overall, this pattern may continue into next week. It's a very amplified pattern, meaning we could get some big systems across the area next week. But first, though, it kicks up lots of wind, right? We're about to get windy around here. We could see wind gusts tomorrow near 25, and those are going to linger through Thursday, through Friday, into Saturday. It's about to get a very windy stretch for us. And here's that storm that's going to form basically across really parts of Kansas and lift just to our northwest late Thursday into Friday. On that path, we're on the warm side, meaning mostly rain, but as it pulls into Canada late Thursday night. It'll wrap around some colder temperatures, and we could get a little bit of snow getting in here later Thursday into Friday. Here's that storm system now across the Pacific Northwest, bringing them some snow. In fact, here's a live look at Mount Rainier, where it is snowing right now. The plow has been by there, looks like. But that's a piece of this is the energy moving our way beginning really tomorrow and lingering through Thursday into Friday as a very amplified pattern is on the way, and we have some rain changing to snow on Thursday into Friday. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
Think about your job. Now, imagine your new job. It is a possibility. If you're good at what you do, have confidence and drive, maybe it's time to go here. Good jobs need good people, and now's a very good time. Kosurik Automotive has good jobs waiting in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Rhinelander, and the bennies are bountiful. Check it out. It might be your time to fly.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
Menards is your home lighting headquarters. Proper lighting is crucial to the aesthetic of your home while influencing the quality of your everyday life. Sylvania True Wave bulbs mimic natural light, and with over 100 bulbs to choose from, picking the perfect lighting is effortless. Enhance your lighting capabilities with a toggler dimmer switch from Lutron. Great for creating the perfect environment. All Lutron dimmer switches and Sylvania True Wave LED bulbs are 11% off now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
With Cellcom, new and existing customers get the same great deals, both fair and clear. What's not clear is how to navigate a roundabout.
Wait for it. Now? I'm going now. I'm trying.
Okay, breathe and go.
We're in.
Navigating roundabouts? Unclear. Getting the same great deals whether you're a new or existing customer? Crystal clear. Cellcom, clarity in a cloudy world.
Now how do we get out?
I'm getting dizzy.
We're back on Up North at 4. We're joined by Mark Nanette from Wild Instincts just up the road, and of course our feathery friend. Mark, tell us about this creature.
This is Ruby. Ruby's a red-tailed hawk. She was hit by a car. This is going on 9 years now, and she ended up being blind in her left eye and kind of affected her depth perception. So she was not able to be released back into the wild, so she's a permanent resident at Wild Instincts. Gets to do a lot of programs at schools and camps and all sorts of things.
Yeah, and Ruby's 9 now. They live in captivity to how old, you were saying?
They can go as long as 40 years in captivity.
Okay, so she has a good life right now.
So what is Ruby's life all day besides the educational opportunities? What does she do?
Pretty much just sit in a cage all day. I don't know, she's a little testy today for some reason, but normally she's got a small outdoor enclosure, and so she'll be out there and just kind of watching the squirrels go by and watching life go by, and gets to get out for programs.
So big step back. Let's talk about Wild Instincts. Probably many people know what you guys do over there, but just give us a rundown of that.
Sure, we take care of injured and orphan wildlife. Right now we're at 1,265 animals for the year so far.
Jeez.
And going to be a new record again this year, which it is every year it seems. So we'll be over 1,300 animals for the year, probably over 125 different species of animals that we've cared for. So we take care of injured and orphan animals of all types, everything that's legal by state law and federal law. And of course this year things have been a little different with COVID. There's certain species we can't take care of, but other than that, that's basically what we do. A lot of education programs as well.
And you have lots of bears there, correct? Lots of eagles, I think, right?
Correct.
What are some other big ones that you get in there usually?
A lot of fawns, and of course this year with the COVID regulations, some pretty strict regulations with fawns. For quite a while we were the only ones in the state being able to do fawns, so we were inundated with fawns. But other than that, you know, your basic rabbits and squirrels and everything from hawks, eagles, owls, you name it, we pretty much take care of it.
I'm curious, why was fawns on that COVID list?
I don't know if you've heard, but deer can catch COVID and then they can spread it. Biggest thing is they're asymptomatic, so they don't show symptoms of it. And so that's kind of the problem. You don't know that they actually have it, but they can get it, morph it in the body, and of course it can mutate and then get repassed back onto humans and potentially get a strain that we're not
Wow.
You know, our vaccines do not protect.
Wow.
And they've
So you're setting records. Is that because people are more aware of what you do, or do you think there's just more animals being injured?
Some of both. The other thing is, of course, with COVID, there's a lot of rehab centers that are either shut down or not at full capacity because they either don't have the help or, you know, whatever the case may be. So we're getting animals from a big area. We've gotten animals in this year from 43 different counties.
What are some animals that you can't care for right now?
Anything in the weasel family, so which leaves badgers, fishers, otters, weasel, mink, skunk. So that in that particular family, the other thing that we can't do right now is any kind of bats. And the other thing would be anything in the felid family. So of course, if we ever get a mountain lion, but bobcat would be the main one.
And you said otters. They live
Correct.
basically in the water, right? I know for a while it's been a problem of being lead poisoning has been a huge issue. Is that still ongoing across Northwoods?
Oh yes, quite a bit. We just had 4 cases within 24 hours here about 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Had 3 eagles and a swan come in that were all lead poisoned.
And they eat the lead weights that go on fishing lines.
Either fishing line or the swan, of course, you know, was dabbling down in the mud for tubers and bugs and things, and picked up lead shot pellets that have been spent probably for duck hunting over some years. The eagle, we surmised, was probably maybe feeding on a turkey that somebody had shot and didn't find, because there was 7 shotgun pellets in its stomach.
He just shot out a pellet.
Exactly.
I feel like I know just enough about birds to be dangerous. I heard that birds like eat rocks to kind of digest things in their
Correct.
stomach. Is that also a possibility that they would eat lead, mistaking it for a rock?
That's exactly it. So they'll pick up, you know, stones and different things to grind up the food, and they pick up these lead pellets. All it takes is about 24 hours in the system, and lead starts going through the
Why
body.
was he puffing up right there?
Basically, it's just one of the things they do. They take care of their feathers because that's what keeps them warm, keeps them protected from the rain.
Cool. An owl for a second.
So yeah, they spend a lot of time taking care of their feathers.
So the human-caused injuries are the lead, the car accidents. What are some other leading causes of injury?
Window strikes, poisonings, you know, different things that we don't realize. Waste oil. We get animals that get stuck in people's caulk.
Waste oil. I didn't think of that.
Yep, people will leave waste oil out and we'll have a bird fly into it. When people tar their roofs, we've had different animals. We had one goose this year get in actually to an asphalt plant and was totally covered and actually stuck to the bottom of the container they brought it in. And so we've got, you know, jars and cans and different things that get stuck on their heads. The list goes on and on.
We're going to talk to you again after the break, Mark. We have many more
great.
questions. This is really interesting.
Yeah, I know. It is.
We'll be right back in just a few minutes.
AutoGear has new Boss plows in their warehouse now. No waiting, no ordering. Always on-site Boss genuine parts and accessories. AutoGear, where they sell, prep, and service plows in-house. AutoGear, Rhinelander.
ELM Repair in Edgar is a family-owned and operated full-service diesel repair shop. From pickups to semi-trucks to heavy equipment and RV service. If it runs on diesel, we can repair it. Want more power and better mileage? Our experienced professionals will get your truck running and at peak performance. With a state-of-the-art dyno and fully stocked parts department, we can even come out to you with our 24-hour mobile repair service. ELM is always looking for passionate and talented people to join our team. The Diesel Doctor have it done right the first time at ELM Repair.
Welcome to Ripco Credit Union. Whether you've been a member for your whole life or are just stopping in to check us out, welcome is how you'll feel. We invite you to consider the value of being a member of your truly local credit union, and we'd love to welcome you as a member of our Ripco family. We've been here, we'll be here. We are here for you. Ripco Credit Union, an attitude of excellence since 1932. Federally insured by NCUA.
An attitude of excellence. Ripco Credit Union.
Boat owners, it's time to shrink it, store it, or trade it to American Marine and Motorsports and Honda Motors. Or keep using your boat this fall. Trade it to American Marine by November 30th and pay no storage or winterizing fees. Plus, on your new boat, get no payments, no interest until spring. Lowest prices guaranteed. Or just use our great rates and facilities to store your boat this winter. It's time to shrink it, store it, or trade it with Honda Motors and American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
AutoGear is your Boss dealer for plows and snow removal accessories. Light and heavy-duty truck, tractor, backhoe, loader, skid steer, UTV, and ATV. AutoGear, where they sell, prep, and service plows in-house. AutoGear, Rhinelander.
We're back on Up North at 4 here with Mark Daniet and our friend Ruby, the red-tailed hawk. You guys, again, are on Highway 47, just north of Rhinelander. So you mentioned poisonings before the break. I'm curious, what sorts of poisonings are you seeing? I got a call from a viewer about poisonings in dogs. I'm curious if you're seeing that at all.
Not so much in the wildlife that way, but I mean, there's the decon that people will put out for mice. So of course the mice eat it, then a fox or a hawk finds that mouse that's sickly and eats that, and it kind of goes through the food chain. The other thing we see is fertilizers, pesticides, any number of different things that get out there. People will fertilize the lawn or put weed killer out there. Of course, the robin's out there picking up worms and can get a secondary poisoning that way. And so a lot of ways that we don't even think about, and the things that we put in our waters, and just too many things to even name.
Let's talk bears.
Okay.
You just released several bears.
We did, 10 this year.
You're tracking 2 of them.
Correct. Yeah, UW Stevens Point had a project, so they put 2 GPS collars on 2 of the female bears when we released them, so they can track them from the warmth of their office on their computer and kind of find out where they go and what they do.
And they travel far, right?
They can. Yeah, we've had some, we had one number of years ago that went 110 miles in 10 days.
This is video from, I think, 2008, a bear release. So I always hear about bears, and once they get a human interaction, then that leads to more human interactions. How do you prevent that with the bears that you care for?
Well, if you notice with our enclosure, it's very large. We have kind of a feeding area right just inside the cage. The cage is 115 feet long. And so basically what we do is go in, put the food just a few feet inside the door. They have their den area way on the other side. We're in there for about 20 seconds, and then we go. And so very limited contact.
And then next up in January, you'll get some cubs probably, right?
Very possibly, yes.
Okay.
Let's talk about Wild Instincts moving forward. You guys have some plans, right, to expand?
We do. We just purchased 53 acres, just a little bit to the north and west of us. And the plan has always been, since we started, to do a nature education center. We want to give back to the community. There's a great need for that up here. There is nothing really like that. So that way people can come and tour and see bird nests and bones and skulls and pelts and different things, as well as do some more programs for schools, scout groups, adult groups, as well as just people vacationing in the area.
You know, I thought I did lots of school talks. I'm on 98 right now in 6 years. I'm feeling, though, you probably do a lot more than me, right?
We do quite a bit. I would say, currently we're probably doing 40 to 45 programs a year. And unfortunately, we only have a staff of 3, so that doesn't leave much time. So we do a lot in the spring, early spring, fall, and winter when we don't have a ton of animals.
So for the viewers at home, they may want to help you guys. Is there any way that people can help?
Absolutely. If they want to help us financially, we have an Amazon wish list. If people want to get on site, this new property that we purchased basically has been 3 generations. So there's a lot of stuff that's been accumulated in there over the 3 years. And of course, we want to do hiking trails, snowshoe trails, things like that. So we've got a lot of cleanup to do before it's safe for the public to be out there walking around. Cans, bottles, nails, you name it, it's all out there. And so we have a lot of cleanup to do as well.
They can contact you for that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Mark, this was an absolute pleasure.
Well, thanks. We always enjoy coming. Thanks for having us.
And Ruby, thank you so much. You've been
Thanks,
good.
Ruby.
Except for the one pellet, but we'll be fine with that.
She missed you.
Does what she has to do.
Thanks again, Mark.
Thank you.
We'll be back right after the break. We're going to head over to Nicolet College and learn about a World War I display.
Maybe you're thinking about updating your shower one day, but you have a whole ton of questions and you don't know who to ask. Well, today your questions are going to be answered by a certified jacuzzi installer, Corey Gottlieb. And Corey's my son, by the way. Corey, thanks for joining us.
Dad, thanks for having me.
Corey, Linda wrote in and she wants to know, what's your favorite part of being a bath installer?
That's a great question, Linda. I love my job. At the end of the day, seeing the look on their faces, it really means a lot to me. I love what I do, and it's very special.
So Sue wants to know, she's got a bathtub and she doesn't take baths anymore. She would love to put in a low step-in shower, and you can do that, can't you?
We do it all the time. We take out an old tub, we put in a nice new easy step-in shower. Very, very simple.
Yeah, very safe for people too. So, and you can add well-placed grab bars for people. You put them at the height they want.
Wherever they need them.
So you can work with them and put their grab bars, their grab shelves, whatever they need to give them a much safer shower.
And that's very important.
Emmett wants to know about warranties. He says, warranties are really important to me. You offer a lifetime warranty. How can you be so confident about a lifetime warranty?
Unlike other companies, we take everything out right to the bottom, right down to the studs, and get a completely new fresh start.
So you tear out the existing tile, pan, everything?
Tile, wallboard, whatever we need to replace, it's fresh start.
Even the plumbing?
We always have a licensed plumber on staff. Take out the old plumbing.
So everything's new behind the walls, so people don't have to worry about a thing.
All new and lifetime warranted.
That's great. Corey, Cindy wants to know what to expect when a bath installer shows up at their home. What happens?
Well, first off, we arrive on time. We'll go over, review the project together, and we'll lay our runners and our tarps down and treat your home as if it were our own.
So you protect everything, right? You cover everything in the
Floors,
bathroom?
vanities, toilet, bathroom floor, everything.
Thanks for joining us, Corey. Jacuzzi has some really exciting offers. Take a look.
Let's make your tired old bathroom look beautiful again. Save now with 75% off installation, plus a free upgrade to stylish black fixtures. Call 1-800-Tundraland or visit Tundraland.com today.
We're back on Up North at 4. I'm here at the beautiful Nicolay College in the Lakeside Center with Casey Lehman. Casey, how are you doing?
Good. How are you today?
I am well. We're standing in front of an exhibit for Veterans Day. Is this something that Nicolay's been doing for a while?
Yep, for the last few years since I've started here at Nicolay College, for sure that we try to ensure that there is some highlight in the Veterans Day because it's important to honor our veterans.
And it looks like we're doing World War I this year.
We are. So Veterans Day was really started with Armistice Day, November 11th, 1911. And with that, we just, you want to... World War I was really overshadowed by World War II, so I was really excited that we could get the World War I exhibit here. And these are all Wisconsin veterans that served, and it has quotes from what they've actually said about their service, which is really neat, I think.
Yeah, it looks like each kind of panel here is a different Wisconsin veteran, so that is really neat.
Yep, and 2 women, too. There's 2 women killed here, right here behind me, and one back over here as well.
Oh, fantastic. And Casey, you are a veteran yourself.
I am.
Where and when did you serve?
I served in Iraq in 2003 to 2004 with the Wisconsin National Guard out of Rhinelander and Tomahawk.
And why do you think it's important every year to celebrate Veterans Day, think about our veterans?
Because sometimes I think that it's forgotten. And yes, it's great to thank our veterans, but it's also good to just, think about those ones that served beyond us, that were here before, that made what we do now better. I mean, I can't even imagine being in the trenches where these gentlemen and women were compared to what we have for technology now. So I think it's really important to remember them as well. All veterans make a sacrifice, whether they serve overseas or not. They spend time away from their families. They miss holidays, birthdays, weddings, all kinds of things. And that's the biggest sacrifice, that the general veteran might make. Plus, there's the mental health that we have going on, that really is being brought to light. And I'm so glad that that's being, the attention is being brought to that. And then, of course, there's the ultimate sacrifice. But that's Memorial Day, so this is just honoring our veterans that serve for us. And that's what we want to remember on Veterans Day.
So here at the Lakeside Center, when is it open? When can people view this at their leisure?
It is open all day during the public hours, and it will be open over the weekend as well because we have our play Deers going on. So during the public hours, you can come in at any time and view it.
Okay, thank you so much, Casey.
You're welcome.
We'll be right back on Up North at 4.
Play your way. Dine your way. Stay your way. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Win your way.
You know what I'm going to miss most about space?
What's that?
How easy it is to keep up my saving habit. There's nothing to buy up here.
We're making it easier to save on Earth, too. When you open a savings builder account at BMO Harris, you can get a cash reward for every month you save.
Anything to help launch my savings?
Sure. When you open a checking account, we'll give you $200 to kickstart your savings progress.
$200 and a monthly savings reward.
It's a way to save that won't weigh you down. It's a little space humor.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
Hi, my name's Chad. I went and saw a neurologist and had several MRIs, and they found out that I had spinal neuropathy. The neurologist at the hospital decided that the only treatment was medication. I didn't find that acceptable, so I called Spinal Aid to get a free consultation. After working with Spinal Aid, I'm able to walk, I'm able to sleep, I have balance, my overall comfort of life is 100% better.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and/or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. The Spinal Aid Center of Wausau can help relieve the symptoms of your neuropathy. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation.
There's something new coming out of radios throughout north central Wisconsin. Wave 100.5 plays the biggest mix of the 80s, 90s, and today. All of your favorites with no hard rock, no rap, and no moldy cheese. At work, at home, and in the car, let the music take you to Wave 100.5.
Let's start with a PSA. Get your flu shot, folks. I got mine this morning. You can see the spaceship.
It's a fancy Band-Aid.
Band-Aid, which I specifically asked for. I got the lollipop, too, so they really take care of you at the United County Health Department.
That was right downtown here, right?
Right downtown. Very easy to do, so I hope everyone gets a chance to
In
do
and
that.
out in, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes about.
I need to do that.
Another PSA. There's a horse missing. I talked about this last week. It's still missing. So if Boulder Junction area, Land O'Lakes area, you know, if you see a horse,
we got to find this horse.
You're going to contact someone. But if you see hoof prints, contact the number on the screen.
How do you
here.
say hoof?
Hoof.
Okay.
Good. Hoof.
I think it's hoof.
Hoof print?
Not a hoof.
Hoof?
I don't know.
I'm thinking like,
not sure.
like wolf versus wolves.
Wolves or like moose or mooses.
How did we get to this spot?
I don't know.
I forget what we were talking about.
Oh, we're talking about your flu shot?
I do want to show you this, Jeff. So I was going to show this maybe a week ago, just never got around to it. But look at this kid. Halloween, he sees there's no candy in the bowl, so look at what he does.
He puts his candy in there?
He put some candy in there.
Oh, I love this.
Kid. Were you a big trick-or-treater as a kid, Jeff?
Yes, and I had several neighbors who did this. They put big bowls out.
Yeah.
Usually have Tootsie Rolls, which are like the worst, right? And kids would grab like handfuls, and I'd always feel so bad because like the kids behind us would not get anything. So I didn't put, put my stuff in there, but this kid's
I wasn't as nice as
this
that
kid's
kid.
nicer than I am.
You know that like dentist, there's always one dentist in a neighborhood
that gets like an
apple or like
a banana.
toothbrushes. We
something
avoid that house like the
non-sugary.
plague.
Yes.
I wanted to show you another video. This is of a rare lobster. 1 in 100 million.
A blue lobster.
Well, this one's called a candy cane lobster. Like a blue lobster, it's very rare. It's found in Maine. It will be kept in captivity. They're hoping, this Maine lobsterman is hoping an aquarium will adopt this lobster.
I was in Maine 2 weeks ago and did not see the candy cane lobster, you said it's called?
Candy cane lobster, 1 in 100 million. So Jeff, we have about 30 seconds left here. Winter is coming. We're going to have some snow coming our way soon.
Yeah, I mean, the Farmer's Almanac wants to kill us this winter, right? Lots of cold, lots of snow. I don't know what's going to happen. It is a La Nina winter, though, which typically means cold spurts with some extra precipitation, but with temperatures so far above average, we could get some rain in the forecast, in December and January.
Okay, well, stay tuned. Jeff will have your latest forecast at 5 and 6 this evening. We'll see you then.